Fort Jesus is located in the coastal city of Mombasa, Kenya, and is a well-known historic site, attracting tourists from around the world who come to learn about its history and culture. However, there are several little-known facts about Fort Jesus that make it an even more fascinating destination. I will explore some of the unknown facts about Fort Jesus. 1. Fort Jesus was built on a graveyard. The site on which Fort Jesus was built was originally a graveyard for the local Swahili community. When the Portuguese arrived in the late 16th century, they displaced the Swahili people and built the fort on top of the graves. It is said that the Swahili people cursed the fort, believing that it would never bring peace to the region. 2. The fort was built by a slave. The chief architect of Fort Jesus was a man named João Batista Queirato, who was a slave of the Portuguese. Queirato was a skilled builder and architect, and his expertise was crucial in the construction of the fort. However, he was never recognized for his contributions, and his name has been largely forgotten in history. 3. The fort was attacked by elephants. During the Omani siege of Fort Jesus in 1696, the defenders of the fort used elephants to carry heavy artillery to the ramparts. However, during the battle, the elephants were spooked by the noise of the cannons and turned against their handlers, attacking the fort and causing chaos among the defenders. 4. The fort was used as a prison. After the British took control of Mombasa in the late 19th century, they used Fort Jesus as a prison for political prisoners. Some of the most notable prisoners held in the fort include the Kenyan freedom fighter, Dedan Kimathi, and the first president of Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta. 5. The fort is haunted. According to local legend, Fort Jesus is haunted by the ghosts of the people who were killed during its construction and occupation. Visitors have reported hearing strange noises, feeling cold spots, and seeing apparitions in and around the fort. Some locals believe that the fort's curse is still in effect and that it will never bring peace to the region. All in all, Fort Jesus is a fascinating historic site with a rich and complex history. While many of its facts are well known, there are also several lesser-known facts that make it an even more intriguing destination. From its origins as a graveyard to its use as a prison and its rumored hauntings, Fort Jesus is a place full of mystery and intrigue.